The wolf is an animal of many facets. In certain cultures, it's seen as a malevolent creature, almost devil like, while in others, it symbolizes loyalty, bravery, and might. Both feared and respected, the wolf is our focus today. In this video, we'll explore why this enigmatic creature is dreaded even by large and powerful bears. Join us as we unravel the mysteries of the wolf. Let's get started. Mackenzie Valley Wolf. The Mackenzie Valley wolf, also known as the northwestern wolf, the Alaskan timber wolf, or the Canadian timber wolf, is possibly the largest subspecies of wolf in North America. This wolf has a body that is perfectly adapted to hunting. Its thick, long, and proportional limbs allow it to move with ease over difficult terrain, such as rocky mountain bluffs or deep snow. The Mackenzie Valley wolf is a very dangerous and hostile animal to almost any potential prey. Its diet consists of elks, buffaloes, moose, deer, squirrels, beavers, and fish. Gray wolf. The most famous species is, of course, the gray wolf. We hear about gray wolves since our childhood as they're the characters of fairy tales or cartoons, but in addition to the positive role assigned to the gray predator in fairy tales, they have features that are scary in reality. First, it's the world's largest wolf. If you put it on its hind legs, the height of the gray wolf will be over 150 centimeters. The weight of the predator is over 100 kilograms. That's pretty much, don't you agree? The more northern the gray wolf inhabits, the bigger it is. The gray wolf is a very dangerous opponent, especially if you consider that all wolves, not only gray wolves, live in packs. The number of animals in them can be up to 40 individuals. They mainly hunt in packs, and for the most part, they hunt weakened animals. They're omnivores and are not squeamish about different food. There have been cases of them attacking a sleeping bear in a den. Even though it happens rarely, it makes sense for bears to be wary of the great predators. If a wolf gets a chance to eat bear meat, it probably won't refuse it. For one thing, it would fill its stomach to the brim. Secondly, it would eliminate its competitor, Custer Wolf. For 9 years, a vicious beast terrorized the town of Custer, South Dakota. This invincible creature was famous for its cunning ruthlessness and good luck. It was particularly cruel to its victims, always managing to escape and bypass the slightest amount of poison in the bait. The Custer Wolf became known as a werewolf or devil, and it continued to kill innocent livestock for a long time. Despite a bounty being put on its head, no one could capture the beast. People were unwilling to put up with such losses, so they decided to act. An experienced hunter and one of the best fur trappers were sent to catch the beast. He was instructed to pursue the predator in wolf's skin until it was caught, no matter how long it took. Hunting the wolf was indeed challenging, taking 7 months before it finally happened. At some point, the hunter managed to outwit the nimble animal, and it was caught in the trap. This happened 100 years ago, back in 1921. It turned out the Custer Wolf was an old wolf with almost white hair, and it was even smaller than the average male. The predator weighed about 50 kilograms. This treacherous beast went down in history as the most dangerous and devilish wolf in the world. In general, nature has a large number of wolf species. Let's take a look at some of the most dangerous ones. Great Plains Wolf. This wolf was once one of the most formidable and powerful on Earth. The Great Plains wolf was first discovered in 1823. The range of this subspecies once spanned across the western United States and southern Canada. However, by the 1930s of the 20th century, the subspecies had all but been wiped out. Accordingly, it was listed as an endangered animal, and the Great Plains wolf population has been increasing ever since. They live deep in forested areas away from humans and any settlements. This subspecies was given a variety of names, including buffalo wolf or loafer. Alaskan Tundra Wolf. Alaskan tundra wolves possess incredible strength and power. An adult wolf can weigh up to 80 to 85 kilograms. They inhabit vast expanses of polar regions, where they have to endure sub-zero temperatures for many years without experiencing heat. Despite being smaller in size than gray wolves, they are equally aggressive and dangerous. These polar creatures are opportunistic predators, always hungry and ready to eat almost anything they come across. Their diet mainly consists of muskox, polar hares, and reindeer. Interestingly, wolves howl to alert other packs of their presence, marking their territory and trying to avoid confrontations that could lead to fights. Bears and wolves. Let's revisit the bears and explore their relationship with wolves. In this situation, the pack of wolves doesn't seem to be friendly towards the bear. They boldly take away the prey from the bear despite its efforts to protect itself and its food. The video captured the moment when a wolf attacked a grizzly bear in Yellowstone National Park. Although the wolf bit the bear several times on its hind legs, the bear didn't retaliate. It simply sat down on the grass. In another instance, a grizzly bear encountered one of the largest and most cohesive packs in the park while they were sharing a buffalo carcass. The wolves fought back against the bear to chase it away, and the pack quickly united and succeeded. Visitors at the Yaroslavl Zoo in Russia caught on camera how two wolves attacked a bear, but eventually lost interest in it after trying to corner the bear. The power of wolves is impressive when it comes to animal fights. However, what happens when wolves confront people? Some dangerous and terrifying encounters between people and wolves were also caught on camera, and we will take a look at them. Wolves and humans. A guy named Justin is terrified because he comes face to face with a pack of hungry wolves and is completely unarmed. When he hears howling on a nearby mountain, he decides to attract their attention with a special whistle. In just 5 minutes, the members of the pack are already visible right at the foot of the hill. Of course, they're extremely curious as to what the sound was. The two hungry predators stare at the man for several minutes, but eventually decide to spare him and return to the others. And here, the men found themselves shockingly close to a lone wolf looking for its pack. Upon spotting the predator, they immediately turned on the camera. The wolf howled long. Its neighbors didn't stand aside either and picked up the tone the wolf had set, but the wolf didn't seem to care. It even moved closer to those who seemed to be trying to talk to it. It was obvious that the wolf felt neither fear nor even aggression. Finally, hearing the call of its pack in the distance, the animal turned away and headed back into the woods. In northern Ontario, a man driving a snowmobile decided to chase a lone wolf on a frozen lake. Most likely, the noise made by the vehicle frightened the animal, and it zigzagged away as fast as it could. At one moment, the wolf is only a few centimeters away, but manages to avoid the collision. But then the man got bored with this chasing. It's only unclear why it was necessary to chase the wolf at all. By the way, the wolf is an agile and very hardy animal. It can trot at a speed of 8 to 9 kilometers per hour, jump 4 to 5 meters, and during the pursuit of prey or escape from the chase, it can reach a speed of up to 60 kilometers per hour and is able to keep such a high pace for a long time. And this is a Russian wolf inhabiting the Komi Republic. Locals were surprised to see it in their neighborhood. On the video, you can see how the animal came out on the road and stood in front of the car. They tried to scare it away by whistling and shining a lantern. The wolf wasn't confused. It even almost moved toward the car. What a confident guy. Imagine you're driving to work, you don't touch anyone, and suddenly you notice something strange on the road. That's what happened to Canada resident Rhonda Miller. At first, the woman didn't understand what, or rather who, was sharing the road with her in the morning. She thought it might be a bear, but then she realized that bears don't go around this time of year in this region. It's not enough to say that Rhonda was surprised when she caught up with the runner. She must have shuddered, for there was a huge black wolf running at full gallop down the road. There was another wolf rushing ahead. The woman was stunned by the size of the predator's heads and jaws. The animals were extremely fast. It seemed to the woman that their speed was about 40 to 50 kilometers per hour. Sometimes there are exceptions among wolves, meaning that they're not always devilish and vicious beasts. Some are not at all feared, even by big and strong bears. The wolf they called Romeo proved this. This animal loves society. They like to come to people and play with dogs. The amazing thing about this animal was its calmness and tolerance. This story begins in 2003 in Alaska. The wolf began to appear in the vicinity of the town of Juneau, and the locals, at first, thought that Romeo wanted to trap the dogs, but the dogs never disappeared, and Romeo kept coming and coming to its friends, and soon it even became the favorite of the locals. This went on for 6 years, but at one point, it didn't come. Then everyone realized that it had left this world forever. 2 books were written about it. Residents of the city even installed a commemorative plaque, a kind of reminder of the extraordinary and friendly beast, which became an inspiration for the entire city. That's all. Guys, has your attitude towards wolves changed after you watched this video? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you later.